It has officially been 2 weeks since I started the Dare to Post challenge, which is me consistently showing up every single day for 30 days in order to try and win a share of a prize fund from Stand for Creators. It wasn't actually about the money for me. It was very much about the consistency, the showing up online for the business and seeing what results can actually be achieved by posting every single day. So based on our Instagram, which is where the posts have been going every day, there's definitely been a jump in engagement. In the last 14 days, the account has had 26,917 views, and that's 55.6% from non-followers. We've reached 2,079 accounts, which is a 10% increase from the previous 2 weeks. And most of this has come from posts over reels. So this is something that I noticed when I first started doing collab posts. Collab posts on Instagram work super well, as do carousels. I think people are getting a little bit of like fatigue and burnout with watching short form content. So that slightly longer form, more informative, educational content seems to be really doing well at the moment. And then also when photographers or creatives come in and they use the space and they collab with us, that then does really well on our Instagram, because obviously we're reaching a new audience through their audience. This is why I started the Resident Creative program as well, because it is also really good marketing for the studio. We did get 29.9% of people from Reels, to be fair. Our biggest posts are just to show. Our resident creative Sia did her first collab post with us and that got 4,000 views. Then we literally had one the other day, which was a shoot from last year, like when we first opened, which had 2.8 thousand views. Another one from a photographer that shot in November with a band and their EP released or their single release. So that got 2.5k views. And then my introduction to the Dare to Post challenge also got 1.5. And then the last one was me being goofy off the back of the Dare to Dream post that I did. It was like the last 10-second clip of the video that got 1.2k views. In terms of profile visits, we saw a 42.4% increase, and in profile activity overall we had a 34.5% increase, which is amazing. In terms of new followers, let's have a look at the last 14 days. We have had a 0.9% increase in followers. So it's not crazy. That shows us that we need to create more content that engages people to follow. I think with Instagram it's a little bit fickle because you get unfollows as well. So yeah, the overall growth is quite low for the first 2 weeks. But in terms of, so again, just to prove my point, collab posts are the thing. We got 12 new followers off the back of Sia, our resident creative, doing the first collab post with us. So it really fucking worked. And then 1 follower from multiple different pieces of content. What's really good is that the majority, in terms of the locations, majority of locations are local. So 23.6% Manchester, 9.4% Salford, 4.1% Stockport, and 4% Oldham, 3.7% London. In terms of age range, our biggest age range is 25 to 34 year olds, and that is 44.8%. And we're mostly female. So yeah, I think because obviously it's a female founded business, there's a woman in front of the camera all the time, it makes sense that the majority of our following is more women. Just super interesting. I mean, for me personally, it is challenging me. Like I had put some posts together like ready to go for when the challenge started and burned through them obviously in the first few days. Then there's been a couple of days where it's got to like the evening and I'm like, shit, I need to post something. It's hard because when there's bookings that I'm not involved in, it's hard to get the content for that. Yeah, I need to find a way to get pieces of content which are interesting. And yeah, I think the series about us doing the seasonal wall will do really well because I've had people message being like, oh, I want to see part 2, like what's going on with the seasonal wall. That should hopefully be up by the end of the weekend, and the seasonal wall will start then officially from like March. That's it. That's how it's going. Check back in another 2 weeks.